So the topic that I look into in the question that I was researching was why do humans dream? So when you look back at so the question is why do we sleep at all rather than why do we dream before that? So when you look back at the Neanderthals and cavemen, you realize that if it didn't really make sense for them to sleep because it actually could have been quite dangerous for them to sleep because they could have been attacked by other cavemen and Neanderthals, and they also could have been attacked by other animals that could have been quite vicious at the time. And also, just why would they sleep? Because it takes up about a third of their life, so that's just other time where they could have doing other productive things. So what's been thought, the argument that scientists have is that there must have been some kind of evolutionary advantage for them. But why dream? Back to the original question. It helps strengthen the memories. It makes connections. You make connections while you're dreaming, which means it helps solve puzzles, and it also can make us more creative. So why dream? The Professor Matthew Wilson has tried to prove that it helps consolidate memories. So what he did was he had this experiment where he would hook these rats up, and so he could measure their electrical impulses that they had while they were running around this track that he made, and he would try to figure out what kind of impulses they would have at the different parts of the track. But what he did accidentally is he actually left some of the rats hooked up while they were sleeping, and what he found out was that they were having some of the same electrical impulses in their brain while they were sleeping or napping as they did while they were running around the track, which means that it kind of helps consolidate the memories, and some of the memories that you have during your day or from before can lead to being in your dreams and solve it. Yeah. So then, but why aren't all dreams? But since all dreams aren't just complete repetitions of the day, why are they so jumbled and crazy like a lot of people have in their dreams? So what scientist Wilson was arguing was that your dream, since it kind of consolidates the memories, it kind of may jumble together all of the different experiences that you've had previously. So for example, if you drummed, skateboarded, and played baseball previously or before you dreamed, what might happen in your dream is since your brain looks for connections and similar impulses that you get while doing these various activities, it might jumble all of these together into a dream or make it into one thing that might not seem normal for you. So dreaming can lead to connections, and the connections can lead to problem solving. There's a scientist called Jan Bohr, and he did an experiment where he had these students, and they were doing long, boring, almost pointless seeming math tasks, and what he was trying to figure out was which of the students could find the shortcut. And so he assigned some of the students to nap and some of them to stay awake. And so if the students who didn't nap, only 25% of them could find the shortcut. But the students who did nap, they found 59% of those students did find the shortcut. So over half of the students who napped found the shortcut, which is a shocking increase, which kind of proves his point, which is that the dreaming can eventually lead to problem solving. Dreaming can lead to connections, which can also lead to creativity. Scientist Sarah Mednick did an experiment as well, where she had these word puzzles, and in the word puzzles, she would give you 3 words. So one example of one that she might have is words broken, clear, and I. And since she wanted you to be creative with it, what you were supposed to do is find a word that you thought could connect all 3 of them. So the answer to this would be glass, because it has a certain thing to do with all 3 of these words in a way. So what she did was she had everyone nap, and the variable basically was who would dream. And so the kids who dreamed, 40% of those kids, the kids who dreamed solved 40% more of the puzzles than they did before they napped. But the kids who didn't dream, they actually had a slight decrease in the amount of puzzles that they solved before they napped. So this also proves her point that the dreaming aspect of sleeping can lead to creativity. So overall, the dreaming does have benefits, and that's why we do it. So dreaming not only allows us to remember better, it also helps us to solve problems, and it also allows us to be creative. So, and these things probably have helped us survive over time, and that's why the human race has been so successful.